you are any kind of normal person, I bet once or twice in your life you have been a financial binder. Have you ever pondered during those times that if so many of us need more money, why doesn't the government just print more and pass it out to those in need, like me? The bottom line is, we all know that it's impossible because it would decline the value of our dollar. But wouldn't it be nice just to throw a $100 bill on a copy machine every once in a while and hit print? Although counterfeit currency is not as widespread as it's been in the past, it is still important to know what effects it has on the economy and prevent counterfeits from entering circulation by learning how to spot a fake. Today, we will discuss first, a brief history of counterfeit money, second, facts and figures on counterfeit money and its effects on the economy, and finally, anti-counterfeit milestones and different ways to discover counterfeit money. According to the Secret Service, the counterfeiting of money is one of the oldest crimes in history. It seems laughable now, but at some points, it was considered such a serious crime that it was treasonous and punishable by death. Wikipedia states that it was common for countries to use counterfeit money during war as a means to decline the opposing nation's economy. This was evident in the Revolutionary War with the declining value in the continental dollar, and in the Civil War with the fake Confederate currency. During the Civil War era, it was hard to sniff out the foe because 1/2 to 1/3 of the money in circulation was counterfeit. Not to mention, state banks designed their own bills, creating 7,000 varieties in bills. In 1862, a national currency was established, however, counterfeiting remained widespread. In 1865, the Secret Service was established to suppress further bill copying. Bruce Townsend, the Deputy Assistant Director of the United States Secret Service, spoke before the Committee on Financial Services in April of 2004. He stated, and I quote, "Because of the dollar's stability and value, as well as its widespread use overseas, it continues to be a target of transitional counterfeit activity," end quote. To prove his point, he went on to say about 670 billion in genuine U.S. money is in circulation, and 2/3 is circulating overseas. According to Secret Service statistics, law enforcement agencies seized about $63 million in counterfeit currency in 2004, and only 10.7 million of which is in the United States. Townsend also said in his brief, and I quote, "Cooperation between U.S. and Colombian authorities has yielded numerous successes, including a 37% reduction in Colombian-produced counterfeit currency passed in the United States from approximately 15.3 million passed in 2002 and approximately 9.6 in 2003, end quote. According to Wikipedia, counterfeit money has profound effects on our economy. It reduces the value of genuine money. It causes inflation in prices due to more money getting circulated in the economy. In general, it decreases acceptability of money, and vendors may demand electronic transfers of real money. And lastly, companies are not reimbursed for counterfeit, and this forces them to increase prices of commodities. Anti-counterfeiting measures are an important way for the government to protect our currency. According to Wikipedia, by 2000, all bills from 5 to 100 received a new design with larger portraits. By 2006, the 10, 20, and 50 will get or have gotten new designs, again with no ovals around the portraits. Frequency of redesign is a key initiative in preventing counterfeit production. About.com has a useful section covering detection of counterfeit bills. Some easy-to-use features include watermarks, security threads, and color-shifting ink. Okay, here we're going to look at what the portraits are supposed to look like. But if you take your money that you have already preset aside and hold it in the light, you will see a watermark on the right-hand side of the bill. Okay, that proves that the bill is genuine. Okay. Also, you will see a similar to a portrait visible both sides when held to the light. Okay, the security thread is also visible from both sides, which is held to the light. See the security thread right here? Oh, yeah. I like on both sides. Oh, okay. It is a vertical strip of plastic embedded in the paper that spells out the denomination. Okay, The number on the lower right corner of the face of the note is printed in color shifting ink, which changes color when the note is lifted. So if you could show lift it up in the there you go, see it. Okay. The counterfeit is lifeless and flat, and the details tend to be merged and modeled. Next are the Federal Reserve and Treasury seals. On the genuine bill, the sawtooth points of the seals are clear, distinct, and sharp. The counterfeit appears uneven, blunt, or broken sawtooth points. Next are the borders. On the real bill, the fine lines in the border are clear and unbroken. On the fake, the lines are blurry and indistinct. Then you have your serial numbers. Okay? But this is for the real portrait. On this side, this is the real portrait. It's lifelike. On this side is the counterfeit. All right, so you pass that around. Okay, on the genuine bill, you have your sawtooth points. On the Federal Reserve and Treasury seals are clear, distinct, and sample. On the counterfeit, they're uneven. So this is the real side, and this is the counterfeit. And the borders that I spoke about, the fine lines on the border are genuine bill and clear and unbroken, right here. And the counterfeit is totally opposite. The lines are outer margin, and the scoreboard may be blurred or distinct. So you on your as you're looking at it, on your left hand side you have the real, on the right hand side you don't. Okay. In conclusion, although counterfeit currency is not as widespread as it has been in the past, it is still important to know what effects it has in our economy and prevent counterfeits from concerning or entering circulation or learning how to spot a fake. Today we'll discuss, first, a brief history of counterfeit money. Second, facts and figures on counterfeit money and its effects on the economy. And finally, anti-counterfeiting milestones and different ways to discover counterfeit. Thank you for listening to my speech today, and I hope next time you're organizing your cash in your wallet, you might stop and hold one of your bills to the light and appreciate the genuine currency that our government has worked so hard to protect.